Hi, Simon Mosca here, and I'm going to give you a tour and a review of the Norwegian Getaway cruise ship. Now I'm in my studio cabin here, and in case you want to see a tour of my cabin, I've posted a video right here on this YouTube channel. And I give you a look at what the solo cabin is like, what it looks like, what it has, what it doesn't have. So if you haven't seen it, go watch it now. If you don't watch it, I'll be very mad. Anyways, come with me and let's take a tour of the Norwegian Getaway cruise ship. Let's go!
On the earrings, but
I got the earrings.
Remember, yeah. I mean, I'm not sure about the.
Yeah, you sure did. That shop,
I think it actually was on 6.
Where we going?
Yeah, do you want to take the elevator number or the stairs?
Right now we're on the waterfront deck. It's very hot today.
That's what we came out of. Okay. Oh, okay.
Monica back up in the house.
I
We have our own video camera.
Oh, that you don't do it in monsters, we don't see.
Here we have the studio lounge, where only solo travelers are allowed in here. So if you're not a solo traveler, get out. And there you have it, folks, the grand tour of the Norwegian Getaway cruise ship. I tried to film as much areas as I could. I didn't film inside the buffet, because then you got a washy-washy and you're holding the camera. It's very awkward. It could also slip and fall into the mashed potatoes, and that's never a good thing. But anyways, my review of this ship. So let's start with the bad stuff first and get that out of the way. It is a mega ship. Okay? Which means there's a lot of people, and for this specific sailing we are completely sold out. So there's around 4,600 guests on this ship, which is a lot. And for all these guests there's only one pool, and it's a very small pool. It's not like a resort pool. There's only a few hot tubs. They're always crowded. Unless you wake up very early, it's a little bit difficult to find an available chair, especially if you're in a big family. It's a little bit easier for me because I'm a solo traveler. But if you're a family of 5 or 6 and you want to find 5 chairs together, it's very difficult because it's very crowded. Another thing I don't like about this ship is that they do a lot of shows in the atrium. Now, I've been on the Norwegian Jewel, and they had something called the Spinnaker's Lounge, which was a very small lounge area, and they would have the shows there. These shows, they do them in the atrium. There's people there that are not there to watch the show. They're just there because it's the atrium. They want to sit down and relax. So it's very hard to find seating, and a lot of people are in the seats. They're not there to actually watch the show. So you want to watch the show, and there's people in the crowd doing crossword puzzles or playing cards, and that's annoying. There should be a separate area for the shows. And I'm not talking about the big Broadway type musical shows. I'm talking about Deal or No Deal, and the Perfect Couple game shows, Dancing with the Stars, stuff like that. It's very hard to find a seat. There's a lot of people standing up. Like I said, it's a crowded ship, so most of the bad stuff about this cruise have to do with the amount of people and the amount of amenities. There's not enough. There's not enough deck chairs. There's not enough seating in the theater. If you want to see a comedian and headliners, you got to line up at least 45 minutes before the show. And that's a lot. To just watch a simple comedy show, you have to wait 45 minutes in line before the show starts. And even at that, you still might not get a seat. They still turn people away. And they do have comedy shows 5 nights, and it's still not enough. When they designed the ship, they should have allowed more place. More seating in the theater, more seating in the headliners, more seating in the atrium. Apart from that, this cruise is fantastic. The service is great. The food is great. The restaurants have good service. There's no complaints in that department. The entertainment on this cruise is fantastic. I did a Carnival cruise a couple of years back, and all they had was dancing shows, and I don't like dancing shows. That's all they had every day in the theater. Dancing shows, dancing shows, dancing shows, Broadway shows. On this cruise, they have a lot of that, but they also have magician. They have stand-up comedy. There's tons of fun game shows in the atrium, and they also had this show called $1 Million Quartet. If you're on a Norwegian cruise ship and you see that this show is available, go watch it. Do not miss this show because it's one of the best shows I've ever seen on any cruise ship. Basically, it's about Elvis Presley, Johnny Cash, Richard Lee Lewis, and some other guy. I forgot his name right now. I apologize, but I'll find it and I'll write it down. I should know because it's a very well-known musician. But anyways, my mind is drawing a blank. It's too many mojitos, okay? That's the problem. They fry your brain. Anyways, let me just get some water here because I'm thirsty. By the way, if you're thirsty on the cruise, do not do like I did and grab like 100 straws and tape them together and put it in the water and drank, because apparently you can't drink the water that's in the ocean. You have to drink. It's not good for you. You could die. Also, it's a waste of straws, and the people on the crew got mad. And also, it's the paper straws, and they're not sturdy. So don't do that. But anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, $1 Million Quartet. Do not miss this show. It's fantastic. It's about okay. Let me explain this. You got a guy imitating Elvis. You got a guy imitating Johnny Cash. You got a guy imitating Jerry Lee Lewis. You got some girl imitating some girl, and you got some guy imitating some guy that I forgot his name, but I'll remember it later. But the thing is, when you think about Elvis impersonator, it's always a guy in a jumpsuit with enormous sideburns. This guy was imitating Elvis before that stage, in his Sun Records stage, and this guy did an incredible impression of Elvis Presley. Not just the way he moves and sings, but the way he talks, the way he behaves, because it's a play, so they're talking. Also, the guy that played Johnny Cash was incredible. He got him down perfectly. His voice, fantastic. Same thing, all the actors in this production were incredible. One bad thing is at the end, when they introduced the actors to come out and take a bow and all that, they call them by their character name. So they say, Elvis Presley, ladies and gentlemen. I want to know the guy's name. I want to know the actor's name because the actors are great. So Norwegian, come on. You have these fantastic actors. Don't let them be anonymous. Tell us who they are. Oh. I think we're sinking to the cold ocean, to our deaths. But anyways, so yeah, all in all, this has been a fantastic cruise, and I enjoy my solo cabin. Like I said, it's very crowded, and there's not enough seating anywhere for this amount of people. So if you're going on this cruise, know it's a mega ship beforehand, and know that if you want a deck chair, wake up early before they're all taken. Apart from that, the entertainment is fantastic. The staff and crew is great. The fellow passengers are great, except for that one guy who kicked me in the nuts. But it's because my camera fell into his wife's cleavage. We'll edit that out. This has been Simon Mosca, recording to you from the Norwegian Getaway cruise ship as we sail back to New Orleans. Thank you for watching. See you next time, jackass. still don't get this. Why is that? Oh, it's still filming. Mary? Oh, sorry. There's people outside. Anyways, I'm going to the bar now and take advantage of my drink package. I'll drink myself into a coma. It'll dump my body in the ocean. I'll become whale food. You're welcome, whales. You know what's weird? Sperm whales, why are they called that? Oh, sorry.